Continuing on, Drake, he's got something to say. He's got something to voice. He's got his opinion, right? And he's making it very clear, man. There's been a lot of like speculation on this Iceman album that he's got coming out. Is it going to be his last album? What is he saying on this album? What's going on? Regardless, Drake went to Instagram, as he normally does, and posted some photos. And in the caption, he said something that was really interesting. He said, "My first thought when they get to talking out the side of their mouth is never fear or doubt. It's they obviously got an album coming out." So obviously that rhymes, which Drake kind of has these moments where he puts out these little rhymes. But is this true? Do certain artists, especially with Drake, diss just because they got a project coming out? With Kendrick, I disagree. GNX came out a lot later. Didn't come out during the battle. Had GNX came out like right after, let's just say a month after Not Like Us came out, I could see where Drake's coming from. But GNX came out way later. We're talking 5 months later, maybe 6 months later. Pusha T, Clips, I guess you can kind of make the argument, but was he really going at Drake? Here and there, but it wasn't anything like, I don't know. Is it smart? Yeah, I mean, it's a smart business tactic. Like, why not go after, a lot of people did this. When 50 was at his top, he didn't care, though. He's giving people promotion. He even said it with the Rick Ross thing. He was like, oh, you're hot right now, but you'll see it'll affect you later on. And with Ross, it has affected him way later on. The blow came a lot later. 50 would say, oh, it was because of, and he was wrong with this. And I knew he was completely wrong with this. He said when the battle started happening, he said, yeah, he did well on his album, his solo album, but the blow didn't happen yet. When the Triple C's came out, it only did like 8,000 copies first week. That's when the blow happened. And I'm like, you can't compare a solo album to a group album. They just don't sell as well. And Triple C's wasn't promoted properly like a Rick Ross album was. But then when Rick Ross dropped an album later on, he did 160, 180, same as 50 Cent did first week with Before I Self-Destruct. So, that 50 was obviously in the wrong with, and he was just trying to prove to people that he still had it and he could still kill people's careers, whatever. But it was it's a smart tactic to go against who's hot at that moment and then release a project because all eyes are on you. Pusha T did do it with the first go around with the Infrared when he has an album coming out. So he has a point there. I don't know. I mean, is it a big deal? It's a smart move. I don't really see anything wrong with it. Why not use the biggest name? Of course, people could say, oh, Drake is such a big artist. They have to use his name to get hot and sell records. So what? Hey, he's dumb enough for responding to somebody that's lower. That's the way you could see it too. Regardless, I love the hip-hop beefs as long as they don't escalate to anything crazy. I love the battle. I love it. I can't get enough of it. And speaking of battles and hip-hop beefs and disses, I am going to be working, after I finish the album-only version of this 50 Cent Top 50 Cent Songs list. Album-only, what I mean by is like album-only tracks and singles that came out. I know I promised I was going to release it probably like a week ago, but just been busy with trying to get these interviews done and trying to do these little mini documentaries that I'm working on. So I'll focus on that, get that version out, and then I'm going to do a top 50 diss tracks of all time list. It's going to take me a little while to finish that up, but I'm going to do that list next and then give your guys' I want to see what you guys think of that, get your guys' opinion on that. But hey, even if artists do this, man, it makes sense. I can understand it, but Drake made it clear that, hey, you guys are just using me for clout. And hey, might be the case.